some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive in their own 25. So Notre Dame's offense will get the football first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Dome wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
The short hands, it's Nowaski. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball comes to rest right there. So Clemson's offense will go to work for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. And it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Hatchett. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, at some point with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Scrambling away. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just...
There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, and I love the timing routes. A nice curl route, great throw, and then catch the ball, get north-south, and get some good yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Fowler. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. With the catch, it's Fowler. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute.
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Finds his man down the middle. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A shot toward the end zone. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Off play action on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the tackle with the slide. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Now they'll try the right side.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Weeks. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. From the red zone, it's Hatchett. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top, and the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nowaski. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Fowler. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Fowler. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defense.
Turning it on! They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Nowaski. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great team...
There he goes to the right. At the 30. He's at the... and he just kept running, and he ran away. And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Finding an escape route. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will pitches.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Nowaski. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. That's caught. It's Hatchett. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He'll pull it down. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Catch in the middle. It's Hatchett. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Weeks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pulls it in. It's Hatchett. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Absolutely center cut. That brings them to within 1. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Fires to the big fella. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
To the air on 1st down. Extending the play. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 1st down here for the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it in the middle, it's Nowaski. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Flanagan. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
He didn't get a big gain.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take a lead.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Gets it out fast.
That's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They boot it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He'll get rid of it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A 1st down for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hatchet. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Dykes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Touchdown, Clemson! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Flanagan. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Notre Dame right back to the line.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fowler. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Hatchett. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Caught near the sticks. It's Dykes. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they can't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this, here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He'll do it himself. He breaks a tackle. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive, or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? It's a draw. Got a little space. Fights off the defender. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield. And that
touchdown, Tiger! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown, so they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, and it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll give it to the back. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Flanagan. Turning it on.
And there's an example in a 2-minute situation trying to win this game. You can still run the football and generate explosive plays.
That's caught. It's Nowaski. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Nowaski. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Run the gun. He leaves it with the back. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Finds his man. It's Nowaski. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Got his man down the middle. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. What a